All right, this is We the People News. One more time at it. I'm going to try to make this short and sweet, but I doubt it. This is probably going to be a two-part video. This is Siberian tiger. Okay. Um, Last video was about the attorney, but it was in the same day time frame as tiger here. Okay. And we heard the attorney doing back and forth. Uh, Not an attorney, not giving legal advice. And never, never, never look straight forward. Always look around you, be able to protect yourself by any means necessary. Okay? Um, no matter what I say, it's just my opinion. It's educational only. Okay? This may be considered news, so I'm using my First Amendment. Alright, I guess it's been about 29 years ago. I'm not going to say whether I did or did not have a seatbelt on, but I did. I decided to fight it in court. This is before I studied any particular law. I only had two knowledge of law. Number one, I'm supposed to be presumed innocent. Number two, reasonable doubt. That was it. I didn't even know how to put reasonable doubt in there. Okay, but officer pulled me over for no seatbelt ticket. It was late in the evening. The suns were going down. Okay, and I was in an old Mustang, and it didn't have them seatbelts that rose from the ceiling down. It was just kind of round the seat. Some of you older people know that. It was just kind of hooked to the seat, but it was still shoulder strapped. Okay, but again, it wasn't up out of the way. So, what am I due to do? Right? And got in that courtroom, and I just wanted to do it for experience, right? To challenge it, and go through the process, and just instead of just paying the ticket. Why am I going to give them free money? So I went in there, and of course the judge explained everything to me, and he did his little thing, and so I asked him, officer, you, what time of day was this? Do you remember what time of day this was? And he told me. And I was going west, and he was going east. And we was on the interstate. So there's a big divide of separations of the roads. Okay? And so I asked the officer as well, what color shirt was I wearing? Well, he could not recall. I said, what color was the seatbelt? And he could not recall. I said, so, is it possible that my seatbelt matched my shirt and you could not see the seatbelt because of the blending in with the shirt? And the officer says, well, it's possible. Boom. I won the case because there was reasonable doubt. And when it was a good judge or a good magistrate, I won the case. Okay? Just so you guys know. But he was a good judge at that time. Okay? So keep this in mind that everything has to do with reasonable, put doubt in the court's minds or doubt in the jury. Okay? Every time. Whether you're guilty or not guilty, that's what you got to do. And this is what attorneys do, right? Then when they ask the witness, well, is it this or is it this? And on my last video, somebody says, no. But the attorney did give reasonable doubt. And that judge should have ruled on that attorney's behalf. Okay? Now, the Crunching Tiger, I love his videos. He gets a little outraged. People, when you go to court, always be in honor with clean hands and good faith and execute. Okay? You don't want to be outraged. You don't want to show emotions because good or bad, the judge or magistrate is still going to make an opinion. but the opinion's going to be on you. Let's go.
Krivolenko. Hi, Lena. Can you hear me okay?
I sure can. Good morning, Judge.
Raise your right hand so I can get you under oath. You and the officer need to be under oath. Okay. You both solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under the penalties of perjury.
I do, Your Honor.
I affirm.
See how the difference was there, right? But I am swearing it's against my religion. But I'm an honorable man. And that's all I say.
Okay. And say your last name for me, sir.
Krivolenko.
Thank you. So how these trials work, Mr. Krivolenkov, is I first hear from the officer. She needs to establish that she validly issued you and accurately issued you that ticket. And then I'll let you ask any questions you have and tell me your side of the story, sir. Okay, do you have any questions?
Not yet.
All right, go ahead, Officer Cochran.
This is actually Officer Parley, Your Honor. So good morning. My name is Officer Parley. I am employed by the City of Portland as a parking code enforcement officer and was so employed on May 20th, 2024. While on routine foot patrol at approximately 9:03 a.m., I observed a Toyota with the Washington license.
Okay, so you noticed during the first video, right, that the attorney objected to her reading a script. Well, what is she doing now? Now, remind you, before the attorney, Crunching Tiger here, right, Siberian Tiger is not bringing this up. For y'all to educate yourself, go ahead and call it out. Are you reading from a script or this, that, here, and there? Okay? But since he did not call this out, the judge is not going to let you know about it. Okay? But once the judge knew about it with the attorney, she had to call it out. Say, yep, well, this is true.
Plate Bravo Echo Victor Bravo 61 in a mail zone on the west side of Southwest 1st Street between Main and Madison, which is on public property in the City of Portland, County of Multnomah, State of Oregon. At this time, I issued citation Hotel Alpha 37276768 for mail zone under City Ordinance 16.10.050. I also do have 4 pictures which accompany this citation.
Would you like to show those pictures now?
Whenever you like, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and do that now.
Okay. My computer is extremely slow, so I apologize, but I'm getting into the pictures right now.
Mr. Krivolenko, have you seen these photos that the officer took?
No, I have not.
All right, you're going to see them now in just a moment.
Okay, so all right. Is the first photo. Let me know if you can see it.
I can see it now. What
Your
is-
Honor, this is a photo of the defendant's.
Oh, it disappeared.
Yeah.
Sorry. I apologize. Let me. Oh, my computer is not working. Okay, can you see it now?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Now, so if we get clarification on the last with the attorney and through this whole thing of his channel, you know, this whole hour it shows right here, every single picture she has taken was blurry like this. Okay, now maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, but I wouldn't be able to see it with the picture, with any tags or any type of deals, you know. I'm just saying, at this point, okay? Don't mean I wouldn't be able to see it if I was in their room or whatever. But That's what the attorney did. Object to that, or object to the pictures. Because I would actually tell the judge, Judge, this picture right here is absolute vague, ambiguous, absolutely. And the picture should be disqualified to vagueness.
This is a photograph of the defendant's windshield showing there's no kind of placard or permit stating that they can park in the mail zone.
All right, we can see the next photo. All right, this is photo 2, and what is this, officer?
This is a photo of the actual sign. You will see in a later picture how it is positioned in relation to the vehicle.
Okay, we can.
All right, so again, we want to rebut things all the time. We always rebut things or objections, right? Well, there's a P there with the sign there. Now, you may or may not have this in your driver handbook. However, it shows you that in the handbook. But this is not a handbook, so you still challenge it. Your Honor, I see P with a circle and a cross mixed out there. Does that stand for puppies? Or does that stand for pie? This is absolutely vague and ambiguous. Absolutely. It does not say parking. For a reasonable person, I can't distinguish what the P stands for. But we do a rebuttal. We got to put reasonable doubt. And don't tell me attorneys, if they think about this wouldn't be one of the things that we use.
See the next photo. This
That
is
is a picture verifying the license plate that the citation was given to.
all right. The next photo. Okay.
And there is a photograph of the actual vehicle showing there is no signage on the vehicle stating that it is a that it is a postal vehicle.
All right, again, people, rebut it. I object. Okay, I deny said claim. Okay, there's a picture, yes, for the court, which is evidence, right? Fine and dandy. Where's the no parking? Where is that sign that's next to that car? Right? She took a sign with the picture, but it's separate. What, you can't take pictures and go 6 blocks and take a picture of no parking? Right? So the correct thing for her to actually do is take a picture of this car and angle it in such a way that it shows the parking sign. Okay? So, in fact, I rebut that. Objection, Your Honor. I don't see no evidence where this car was parked at that shows to the courts or to any other person in this case watching that there's a parking sign.
And there is one showing the relationship of the vehicle to the sign. So
There we go. Now, the other picture needs to be kicked out, which is fine. But you still always got to rebut every little thing. Okay? Always. You want to still work on the reasonable doubt, right? So there's still the sign here. Okay? But you're still going to go back into challenging and objection because we don't know what the P stands for. Okay? It says things in the book, but how am I supposed to take a book to this? And of course, the judge is going to be on the officer side, but I still call it, well, the P stands for, puppies, pie. But it still puts a reasonable doubt in there. And it gives you a chance to appeal if need be. Okay, that's the reason why you object or you deny. Okay, or rebut. It gives a proper way of appealing it. Okay, that's not what I'm saying he's going to do. Ticket's very, very, very cheap in this case. So, anyway.
It was parked in full view of the sign when it chose to park there.
All right, and do you have any objection, Mr. Krivolenko, to me looking at those and considering them in my decision, sir?
Well, there's no material objections to the pictures. The pictures are fine. I'm not objecting to the pictures.
All right, then I'm going to go ahead and admit all of those pictures.
Objection. Let's get some of them pictures out of there. Object to it.
The evidence. Did you have anything else, officer, before I hear from the defendant?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you may go ahead, sir. Did you want to ask her questions or just tell me your side of the story?
Of course. Officer Park.
We're going to go with Diesel We the People News in this one. This is just kind of fun and talking with you, going outside the box of thinking, okay? And this is what we need to do. We just don't need to just follow straight lines. We use anything we can to sway in our favor. Okay, it don't mean he wasn't guilty. It just means he's trying to sit there and win. Okay, and you don't say, well, the car wasn't parked there. Okay, that's a direct lie. You challenge it, you rebut it. Okay, these are We the People News. Bye, y'all.